Good morning, Eagles. Happy Wednesday. It is time for us to start another amazing Olin Day. Every day we take a moment to honor our country with the Pledge of Allegiance. At this time, I'd like you to please stand and face the flag. Place your right hand over your heart. Ready? Begin. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. Please be seated. Eagles, today I'd like to talk to you about toughness, but a different definition of toughness than you may be used to. To help you learn more about toughness, I'd like to tell you the story of Mr. Jackie Robinson. Jack Roosevelt Robinson, or Jackie, was born in 1919 and he was the youngest of 5 children. He grew up not too far from here in Pasadena, California, and he and his brothers were all great athletes. In fact, one of his brothers was a silver medalist in the 200-meter dash in the Olympics of 1936, so they were all super athletic. Jackie played multiple sports. He was the quarterback of his high school football team, the star of the baseball team. He played tennis. He played basketball. He did it all. But even though people cheered for him when he was on the field, he had to deal with some racism off the field. And that was difficult. He did go on to go to school at UCLA, go Bruins, and he continued to star in track, baseball, basketball, and football. He was the first athlete at UCLA to get varsity letters in all 4 sports, and he won the college championship in the long jump. After college, Jackie joined the Army and fought in World War II as part of the 761st Tank Battalion at Fort Hood, Texas. This battalion was exclusively made up of African American soldiers because at that time they were not allowed to serve alongside white soldiers. He left the Army in 1944 and began playing professional baseball. Similar to his experience in the Army, Jackie was not allowed to play baseball in the major leagues. However, in 1947, the Dodgers called him and he became the first African American player in the major leagues. Now, this is where that toughness comes in. Before the Dodgers signed Jackie, they asked him if he was strong enough not to fight back against the insults that they knew he was going to get. Jackie was confused by this. Are you saying that you don't want me to fight back? And the Dodgers explained, no, we want you to be strong enough not to fight back. Can you be tough enough to focus and show people through your actions that you are strong? That is exactly what Jackie did. After joining the team, he had an incredibly successful career. He made 6 All-Star teams. He was the MVP in 1949. He hit over 137 home runs. Jackie let his play do the talking. He allowed everyone to see that he was equal, and he did that through his actions and not his words. I think that is a powerful lesson for us all. Let's use our actions to communicate how strong we really are. Today's featured lunch item is a grilled cheese sandwich with a bag of carrots and a bag of broccoli, sliced apples, and your choice of milk. Yummy. Thank you, food services staff, for providing the children in Brea with delicious and nutritious meals. A quick announcement. Because we do not have school on Monday, February 15th, meal service will not happen on that day. So you can pick up your meal for Monday tomorrow on Thursday from 12:30 to 1:30 at Laurel Elementary School, Arrow Vista Elementary School, or Country Hills Elementary School. Again, you can pick up your meal for Monday on Thursday along with your other meals. All facts are by request of Ian. Ian wanted to learn more about the kangaroo. You can see the most special part of the kangaroo right here. That's a little baby kangaroo in the mama's pouch. Baby kangaroos are called joeys. So here we go with kangaroos. They have very, very powerful hind legs and a strong, long tail, and small front legs. Kangaroos belong to a family known as Macropus, which literally means Bigfoot. So when people say, does Bigfoot exist? You could be like, yeah, kangaroos. Because they have such large feet, they can jump very far. So I was talking about how Jackie Robinson was a great long jumper. He's kind of like a kangaroo. Could jump 30 feet in one jump. That's awesome. Super awesome. They can go over 30 miles an hour, and they use those long, strong tails to keep their balance. Because if you're jumping 30 feet, that's a first down in football. Boink. You got to be able to keep your balance with that long tail. Kangaroos are pretty tall. They can grow to about 6 feet in height, which is quite large. Making me feel nervous when I think about a kangaroo, because that's as tall as me. And I'm thinking, wow, that's a very large animal. And they exclusively live on the eastern part of Australia. They live in very small groups of about 40 to 50 kangaroos, and a group of kangaroos is called a mob. When they are threatened, they pound the ground with their strong feet as a warning. But if they have to fight, what they do is kick. And it looks like that. That's a kangaroo kick. Oh, I think that would be very painful. As I had mentioned, female kangaroos have a pouch in their belly, which is made out of a fold in their skin, and that's where they cradle the baby kangaroos, or the joeys. Newborn joeys are only 1 inch long, so they are about the size of a grape when they are born, and they travel to the mom's pouch, and they stay there for about 10 months. For the first 4 months, they just kind of hang out in the pouch. We don't see them, and then they'll pop out real quick to do a short trip to maybe have some grass, but then they have to go right back into that pouch. They can't really stay out of the pouch for too long before the 10-month mark in their life. After 10 months, the joey is mature enough to leave the pouch for good. Okay, buddies, that is enough about kangaroos. It is time for me to go and for you to learn. Let's soar, Olinda, and make it a great day. Fly by, eagles.